Well, ladies and gentlemen, with the qualifying races, the qualifying, and everything else out of the way, it is time for the main event at Daytona International Speedway in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. It's the season 26 Daytona 500. The skies are sunny, petty blue, everything else, and we are set to go racing here today. Hey, as the field of 41 cars await the word to start the engines. As that happens, let's give to you the starting lineup for the season 26 Daytona 500. And that's your 41 drivers that will line up for this version of the Great American Race here. Pole speed for this event, 192.827 miles per hour. With Jesse Turner in the 94 car on the pole, a new ride for him this season. Quentin Moore also in the new ride though, but with the customary Morgan Shepherd 21 colors. Will a veteran win this race? Will we have a first-time winner in the series, or will we have a first-time veteran winner? Will we have a veteran that wins this 500 for the first time? We'll find out. Here comes the command to fire him up. The thunder of 41 cars come to life for this Daytona 500. So the field lined up for this Daytona 500, and one car's on the apron of the track. That's Jackson Haywood in the 15 car. Looks like a problem with his Motorcraft Ford. Before this green flag, before we even take the green flag for this Daytona 500. But anyway, Pacer looks up on the pit road. Jesse Turner and Quentin Moore lead him down as the Daytona 500 comes to life. Biggity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls. In-car cameras today will be carried by Quentin Moore, Cole Deaver, and Keith Badson. Those will be your three in-car cameras. In today's Daytona 500, as Charles Sanford jumps to the lead. Already 182 miles off turn number 2. Adam Garcia in the 11 car looks to the low side. Takes the lead, or tries for lead, but fell short of it. Charles Sanford leads the first lap, the season 19 Daytona 500 champion. First lap, 178.359 miles per hour, but they're just getting warmed up. This lap's going to be much faster. Speed's already up to 195 miles an hour. Mike Becker to second position. In the third, now goes Ryan George. And down to the low side goes Levi McIntyre. Same number, same manufacturer, but new sponsor on the number 17 car, the defending series champion from season 25. Did it without winning a race last season. He hopes to repeat as a champion this season, but at least win a few races while while that's happening too. Low side, Ryan George looking for the lead. No, he does not get it. Sanford led the last time by. Second lap by the leader, 196.7 miles per hour. 3 wide, several rows deep here in the Daytona 500. Jackson Haywood is already back on the racetrack right now. He is all alone. They'll probably overhaul him in about a few laps or so. Low side goes Benjamin Miles. He's making his return to the Castrol GTX Cup Series this season. Alex Miller down to the low side, car number 83, the man who shocked them all at Charlotte last season in the Mello Yellow 500. In what was a tremendous win for him, his first ever win. And boy, would he love to add the Daytona 500 to his mantle of wins in the series. 3 wide for second place here. Kev Sheeran, 68. The second season in a row, he's campaigning an Oldsmobile. Last season it was the Buckstove Oldsmobile number 71 with the Aero 88 mod. This season, driving the Country Time Lemonade machine. Car number 68. Jacob Thibodeau right there behind him, car number 83. There's Jackson Haywood. He's just about ready to go into turn number 1 as the field comes to the start-finish line. So maybe about 3 or 4 laps or so, he'll probably be overhauled. 4 laps into the books. Just an explosive start to this Daytona 500 here. Averaging 193.1 miles per hour, the fastest lap race so far. Set by Keith Batson at 199.3. Matt Haas to the low side. He's got the push from Kyle Matthews and Cole Deaver. You're on board with Cole Deaver running right behind Kyle Matthews. Deaver up to 3rd position now. After starting this race back in 35th position. Deaver down the low side here, the racetrack here on Matt Haas. Thought he's going for the lead, but nope. Here comes number 90. That's Jordan Anderson to the low side. He takes the lead with Zachary Fitzwater behind him in car number 29. But now here comes William Brock in car number 4 to Kodak Film Chevrolet. He motors to the lead now. Right behind him, car number 6, Nathan Orman in the Valvoline Ford. Last lap by for Brock, 198.465 miles per hour. And here comes Keith Batson, another back of the pack starter. He started this race in 40th. He's up to 4th position. Batson goes low, tries to make a 3 wide for the lead between he and Dylan Young. And he will do so, and you're riding with Keith Batson to the lead in this Daytona 500. Catching up on one of his drivers, Jackson Haywood. And he's turned Jackson Haywood! You are with Keith Batson as he turned Jackson Haywood in the tri-oval. Oh, it's amazing. This does not end this. It's amazing. This did not end up being the big one. And theoretically, it should have been. Several cars on the low side on the apron of the track here. 26 car of Matt McIntyre having trouble staying on the bottom of the track here. That's going to bring out caution number 1 in this Daytona 500 as Nathan Hudson led him back to the line. What in the world? What? We usually never have a caution at Daytona, but this is craziness here. Jackson Haywood is lapped anyway because of all this, and we're going to take a look back at what happened. Well, take a look at the replay of what happened here. Jackson Haywood in the 15 car, there he is from the spectator view. Batson went to the hot side, not had enough momentum to try to go up alongside Haywood. Haywood comes up the track right into Batson right there. And look how much everybody, all the cars, they dive to the low side. Batson is sideways at this point. I see debris falling off of there. I don't know who in the world. And at this point here, I thought it was going to slide up the track right there and go right into all those cars and about take them all of them out and cause about maybe about 20, at least a 25 car pileup. And somehow this did not end up being the big one. And how it did not happen, I'll never know. I mean, this is, like I said, this should have been about a 25, 30 car big one. It should have been. Boy. That is heads up driving if I ever saw it from about the other 39 cars in this field. Oh my goodness. And about at least 7 or 8 of those cars were on the apron of the track there. Actually, not that many, actually. It really was more like 4 or 5. But as bunched up as they were, like I said, we were riding with Keith Batson when this happened. Let's take a ride with him again. Whew. 12 car of Rob Evans about lost it, and he about caused the big one himself. Let's ride with Quentin Moore and see what his reaction was. And finally, from Cole Deaver's perspective. Boy, Justin, tremendous stuff here. Alex Miller's on pit road. Apparently he's got problems, obviously. Jackson Haywood, obviously, with some damage on his machine. So off turn number 2 they come here. We will restart this race on lap number 12. Our first caution of the season usually does not come out till Rockingham, usually. But first caution period in this Daytona 500 is about to be completed. Nathan Hudson had just taken the lead. And after all that mess that happened. Second is Paul Minnick in the 10 car. Again, the 15 of Jackson Haywood is not on the lead lap. Neither is Alex Miller for that fact, too. And I think Miller's, still sitting on pit road. Yes, he is. Third position is William Brock. Fourth right now is Dylan Poteet. Fifth is Jordan Anderson. Sixth is Dylan Young. Seventh, Nathan Orman. Eighth position is Matt Haas. Ninth is Zachary Fitzwater. In 10th position is Rob Evans. That's how they run right now. As the pace car ducks off on the pit road again, we'll get the green flag on lap number 13. We have 17 laps remaining in the Daytona 500. Hopefully here we'll have a sprint to the finish. Now they're in fourth gear at this point. Nathan Hudson has pulled out to a bit of a substantial lead here, and on the plate track, that's not what you need. Jackson Haywood trying to get himself in a bit of a draft here, as he is one lap down, I believe. Yes, he is. He's one lap down, trying to get himself back on the lead lap if we can get another caution. Minnick, the second position now. Number 10, he's free. So is Poteet, maybe, and as well as William Brock in the 4 car. Dylan Young, Cat Batson, Cole Deaver in this mix now in the number 3 car. I'm still surprised how that when Batson and Haywood got together and spun each other in this whole mix and everything. I'm so amazed that, like I said, it did not end up being a 25 or 30 car pileup, much like we saw at Talladega in 2003 or the 1990 Pepsi 400, one of the two. Off turn 4, Kat Batson goes to the lead as she takes the lead away from, or actually she's not to the lead, I should say. Nathan Hudson and Paul Minnick are still right there running nose to tail, and now here comes Poteet to the low side. He shoves Minnick up the track 3 wide for the lead, going through 1 and 2. There they are, 22, 10, and 55. 2 4s ganging up on that Oldsmobile as they come off turn number 2 now. And here comes Cat Batson for the lead in car 27, the McDonald's Ford. Nope, here comes Jordan Anderson to the low side, number 90. He'll take the lead now. And right behind him, one of the guys who wants that Daytona 500, Cole Deaver. Deaver's won the championship in this series in the Dale Earnhardt cars, but he hopes to add a Daytona 500 to his mantle. Kyle Matthews now second position. Here comes Seth Cole in number 52. Here comes Matthews to the low side for the lead in the 42 Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Benjamin Miles in 25. He dives low. Rob Evans, Zachary Fitzwater in this mix now. Come by to complete lap number 16. We'll have 14 to go here in the Daytona 500. Matthews led that lap. It was 200th of a second at the last time by. But Rob Evans dips low, and he'll make a 3-1 for the lead, and he's got it. And look at the last race now. 201 miles an hour set by number 94, Jesse Turner. Adam Garcia getting into his mix right now, number 11 car, and up ahead of him in a 7 machine. As one of the guys, as one of the 3 drivers in this series, running in his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series race. That is number 7, Christian Russell, driving a Xerox number 7. He, Laura Chung, and Wade Brummer, who was one of the 2 winners in the Gatorade Twin 125 qualifying races, along with the man of the 24 car, Charles Sanford. They were the 2 winners of the 125s at this very same track, except run under the lights there. But those 3 drivers are running in their first ever race there. Talking about Christian Russell, Laura Chung, and Wade Brummer. Chung driving a 75 Oldsmobile, and Brummer driving the number 70 Pontiac in this series. Now Charles Sanford goes to the lead now. Joshua Osborne in second place, and here comes number 18, Matt Haas. Boy, it's getting crazy. On board with Quentin Moore in car number 21 to Citgo Ford. Boy, if you're in the middle of that pack of cars, in this pack of cars right there, at the speeds they're running, hold your breath. Moore getting overhauled on both ends of the line. Quentin was clocked 13th the last time by. And now the low side here, we got a battle for the lead, looks like, I think. Yes, it is. Laura Chung's about to may lead her first lap, possibly. Unless Ryan George can beat her to the start-finish line. See what happens here to this line. Nope, Laura Chung does lead her first lap in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And get ready for 10 laps to go. Ryan George, car 14. He'll dive to the low side. Chung on the high side. Here comes number 6, Nathan Ormond in the Valvoline Ford as he moves low. He'll take the lead now, and he's got number 70. That is Wade Brummer behind him. Brummer, you remember, pulled off the upset in the Gatorade 125s. He was a race number 2 winner. Charles Sanford won race number 1. And here comes number 71. Here is 71 car. That's Henry Sever. His sister Jean's right there behind him in number 98. Behind them, Levi McIntyre in 17. Johnny Gardner, number 8. And there is poor old Keith Batson. Right there behind, car number 28. And that's what he sees from his view. Nothing. Keith logging some laps, hoping maybe something will happen up in his pack to give him a better finish than what he's about ready, what he may about to get. But that's the dangers that's one of the dangers that lurks in every turn in this Daytona 500. Sometimes you get to take a chance on getting crowded up with somebody else, and then end result could be dire straits. But I guarantee a driving job like what you saw with the rest of the field, though, I guarantee you might never see again. Johnny Gardner up to the front. Here comes Jessica Shelton to the low side, number 9. As she's going to try to lead her first up in this 500. Short by a foot. Gardner led that lap. Kev Shearer, car 68 to the low side. He'll take the lead. Seth Cole's right there. Zach Rogers, Cole Deaver in this mix. The 1-3 in the 27 car of Cat Batson. Shearer throws the block in 68. He'll dive low. Now you got Oldsmobiles first and second. And then a Chevrolet in the third position. Here comes Deaver back to the low side again. Cole Deaver, you're riding with him as he takes the lead in car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevy. And Batson holding everybody else up in line on the outside lane. And it's Cat Batson, I should say, goes to second position. Kyle Matthews the third spot. Fourth position is William Brock in car number 4. As they close up quickly on those front 2 cars there this time by, will complete lap number 25. 5 laps to go. Here comes Kat Matson to the low side. 27. She'll take the lead that lap. And here comes Kyle Matthews, car 42, as we have about a, let's see, we have about a 8-car breakaway at this punch as Batson still holding everybody up on the middle of the low side of the track, in the middle of the high side of the track. And now 3 wide here. Jordan Anderson to the low side. He'll take the lead. He's got Jesse Turner behind him in car number 94. This time by, we will have 4 to go. Now you see now Jackson Hayward struggling to along out behind. Down the low side, here comes Rob Evans, car number 12, looking for his second Daytona 500 win this season in his career. Number 7 car, Christian Russell, he's in second position. Jacob Thibodeau in 33, up to third position now. Jay Jefferson's up there. Joshua Osborne in 31, 26 Matt McIntyre. Matt Haas in 18. There it is. You paid your money, now take your choice. Any one of these drivers can win this Daytona 500. And down the backstretch they go. Osborne looking for his first ever 500 win. He wants that first one. Matt McIntyre's never won it. Matt Haas has never won it. Ryan George has never won it. Neither has 4 car of William Brock. 2 laps to go. Here comes Matt McIntyre, 26 to the low side. He takes the lead. Ryan George is up there. William Brock in number 4. Cole Deaver in the 3. George up the middle of the racetrack here. Here comes William Brock to the low side. He'll take the lead now. Deaver right there behind him in number 3. McIntyre trying to throw the block, but nothing doing. Up to the third and fourth turns they come here. It'll be the white flag. This time by William Brock in car number 4. Deaver looks low on the track here. Off to number 4 they come. Here comes Quentin Moore. White flag is out. 1 lap remaining in the Daytona 500. William Brock, car number 4, out in front. Here they come off to number 2, Quentin Moore, 21. Here comes number 5, Phil Parker to the low side. Is he gonna get the move on the back stretch here? Quentin Moore on the high side. No. I thought he was gonna throw the block, but he doesn't. Phil Parker takes the low side of the track here. Phil Parker to the lead in car number 5. Here they come up the 4th turn. Adam Garcia looks to the low side. He's out there to the 4th to the start finish line. They come. And to the line, it is Phil Parker winning the season 26 Daytona 500. Phil Parker, the Raging Cajun in the number 5 Levi Garrett Chevrolet, wins his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series Daytona 500. Not his first ever race, I should say, but anyway, the first time he's ever won on the plate track, and it comes in the biggest race of them all. What a drive for the number 5 Levi Garrett Hendrick Motorsports team. Averaging 160.5 miles per hour. Adam Garcia comes home second, a tremendous debut performance of that number 11 team. Dylan Poteet comes home third. Quentin Moore fourth. How about Christian Russell in the number 7 car? He is first ever race, and he ends up finishing 5th. A great showing for the Alan Quickie colors this season, the opening race of the season. Mitchell Collins comes home in 6th position. Johnny Gardner 7th. Cole Deaver 8th. Jay Jefferson comes home 9th. And William Buck, who led the white flag, ends up finishing 10th in this Daytona 500. Ryan George 11th. Mike Becker 12th. 13th, Matt Haas. Matt McIntyre 14th. Jessica Shelton 15th. 16th will go to Joshua Osborne. 17th to Nathan Hudson. 18th, I should say, to Dylan Young. Benjamin Miles 19th, and Jesse Turner, the pole sitter of the event, comes home in 20th. Rest of the finishers here for you in this race. Paul Minnick was 21st, and Seth Cole, Jordan Anderson, Rob Evans, and Zach Rogers, the top 25. Excuse me. Zachary Fitzwater, Jacob Thibodeau, Wade Brummer was 28th. Henry Sanford and Ryan Brommer, the top 30. Laura Chung, Charles Sanford, Kat Batson, Kev Shearer, Kyle Matthews, Gene Sember, Nathan Orman, and Levi McIntyre was the last of the lead lap finishers in 38th. So 38 cars finished on the lead lap in this race. The 3 cars that didn't finish on the lead lap, Alex Miller was basically out of the race really in the 83 car. They had a mechanical problem they never quite got repaired, so that's why he was last place, 22 laps down. Keith Batson and Jackson Haywood, who is the main cause of the only yellow flag of the day, finishes 38th and 39th, with Batson finishing 38th and Haywood finishing 40th, 1 lap down. I'm sure Keith's going to have a little talking to Jackson Haywood about what not clear means, I should say, but actually it should be more like the spotter should be talking to Jackson, not Keith itself. But anyway, but I'm sure Keith was probably thinking, what the heck happened? But anyway, so while all that happened anyway, Phil Parker grabs his first ever Daytona 500 title as he kicks off season 26 with a big victory. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got races, we got gaming videos, we got whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for his channel. And also be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series that's in full swing on this channel. So be sure to check what he's got going. And I guarantee you, what he comes up is a whole lot better than what I have to offer too. I guarantee you. I know some of you are probably wanting me to quit doing that, but anyway, I am speaking truth. So that will do it today in the season 26 Daytona 500. Congratulations again to Phil Parker for getting his first Daytona 500 title. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you at Rockingham for the GM Goodwrench 400.